I literally had to
Snip, 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 snip.
I literally had to pause my thing to get up and look at something because I did not know what the fuck I was talking about, and I was like,
Hello, and welcome back to the Black Girl Variety Show. It's been a while, so let's jump back into So You Don't Have to, a series where I basically review new seasons of TV shows and tell you whether you should watch them or just to leave them alone after watching this video. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. Today we are looking at season 2 of Netflix's Blood and Water, a show based in South Africa that focuses on a teenage girl that belongs to a family that lost their daughter 17 years ago. And basically, through season 1, we watched the main character, Puleng, run around this prestigious new school that she wormed her way into when she thinks she's found her sister. Fikile Bele, she is our it girl at this new school that Puleng has wormed her way into. And of course, we get to see characters that attend this school, like Wade and Fikile's friends, KB, Chris, and Reese. She spends the entirety of the season running around this new school making trouble by sneaking around trying to find evidence that Fikile is her long-lost sister. And we leave season 1 with Puleng dating KB, and telling Fikile she's her sister. And yeah, I'm pretty sure those are the only shockers of the season 1 finale as far as I remember, the relevant ones. Now, we get into season 2, and our immediate focus is Fikile, who this season is basically, in my opinion, a shell of a person. And it's understandable. It's not a complete writing mistake. Her entire life fell apart last season. She was caught sleeping with a teacher, having a relationship with a teacher as well. She quit the swimming team, which she loved and which is her passion, and found out that Puleng might be her sister and that her parents might have kidnapped her. So yeah, we come into season 2, focusing on her. She can't sleep at night. She's asking her parents really, not intrusive, but more questions than she had cared to ask before. Puleng is obviously being her annoying self and just worrying about when Fikile's gonna talk to her about it, when she can tell her parents. She's already built this whole fantasy around Fikile just accepting that she is Pumelo. There were, I think, 2 new characters who are basically related to each other. A new guy called Sam, we are immediately introduced to, and his mother, Janet Kosana. We're let on we're shown pretty early on that she is corrupt and that she is pulling the strings of Fikile and Puleng, and she's basically leading them off the trail, and that's her role. And I personally was pretty damn annoyed with her because some of the stuff she does in the show is really messed up. Really messed up. Growing up doing it to a child is really not acceptable at all. So yeah. And we do get our principal, Nicole Daniels. She does get a little bit more screen time we get to see a lot like Sex Education Season 3. We get to see the pressure that's been putting on her. Her position is in jeopardy after all the shenanigans these kids pull this season. And yeah, we get a closer look at Wendy, and we get a little bit of a deeper look at Tahira, but this is only because she starts dating Wade. I don't mind it. She's a pretty nice girl. Don't have any beef with her as a character. Reese gets tons more screen time, but I never really liked her to begin with, and that wasn't because she was a bad character. She's just very neutral, so if she can't form an opinion on the things that are happening in the show, I can't form an opinion about her in my book. So, yeah. Like I said, we get a little bit of closer look at the parents. KB's dad is slightly more innocent than we thought, than the authors led us to believe in season 1. So, I guess that's a win for him. Otherwise, you don't really see him except when he's disciplining KB. Oh, yeah, KB is still annoying. Was always annoying to me. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about him. Oh, yeah. Wendy is back with a vengeance. She does get quite a bit of screen time this season. And that screen time is mainly developing a unlikely love interest. This was more entertaining than Sam and Fikile. Surprisingly, because I'm not 100% sure that I agree with their pairing, but it's still one of my main reasons for watching this season. So, yeah, I believe that is it for individual character updates for season 2. So, just a few little opinions that are a bit episode and plot specific. First of all, I would like to talk about the going in sort of chronological order. The first half as a whole, it was pretty underwhelming. It didn't have the, of course, wow factor and suspense that the first season had, and I'll share with you guys why in a little bit. Second half, things start to heat up and escalate, and you can tell like things are starting to like boil over, and we get a messy breakup between Puleng and KB. I didn't see it coming necessarily. I didn't think it would happen that season. I really thought this season that Wade would stick to his guns and just realize how much Puleng has really, really pulled his strings. But no. And I thought the same for KB. Because the way she be lying to KB, it's baffling. Just plain baffling. I swear to God. It's like, in episode 1, he screams at her, "Don't lie to me again. You're lying to me left, right, center, diagonally, in all directions." So I'm just wondering, well, it's okay. I mean, yeah, you yell at her, she lied to lie to you, then she just plain lie to you about the truth that what she's been lying about this entire time. And I'm just like, does he know how to read people? Like, I'm just wondering. Or I'm just like, he's really, really into this girl. So, for a visual representation. Insert prepared clip here. Okay. Yeah, there is a little fight between KB and Wade. Like, one of the boiling points of the second half of the season was KB and Wade fighting, because y'all know what it is. Puleng and Wade are spending a lot of time together, running around, keeping secrets, lying. And obviously, Tahira sees it, but she likes it, so she trusts him. And then KB sees it, and I think, honestly, I may have said, like, literally a few seconds ago that KB was, like, immune to all this lying Pulang was doing, but all this kind of builds up. Like, all the blind trust turns into mistrust, and then starts to manifest in the most little things. And I really think that's what broke their relationship. So, for that, and I am a true believer in the fact that because KB let Pulang lie to him left, right, center, diagonally, that's why he got in that fight, and that's why he got his ass kicked by Wade. Period. Anyway, this happens at the tea party. And at this tea party, the shenanigans of Chris and Reese are illegal. That's all you can literally say about it. Illegal. It's just a fact. There's no, like, in between. It was just illegal. And then they did it to, like, a grown-ass woman. They did it to the principal. And then they, like, there was no repercussions. Not officially. Like, I don't know why. I feel like I'm just a salty person. But I'm just, like, when I see people go unpunished in shows, whether I like the character or not, it just makes me so angry. And I know, it's not real life where people get punished for every little bad thing they do, but honestly, it's just ridiculous. I know I'm jumping around a lot. I really don't have a lot to say about this season, but the finale, my notes say that it was not necessarily anticlimactic. It was climactic, like borderline. The writers in this finale, it was the same execution as season 1. So, like, examples include public regulation, public revelations, you know, and, like, outbursts, and, like, just the parents running in and saying, Fikila, we gotta go, and just, you know, yelling and stopping an entire, like, function, juggling the same 2 guys for 2 terms now, 2.5 terms, 1.5 terms. New villain only revealed at the last episode. And you know, I just, because literally, let me tell you my main point for this entire video. Season 2 of Blood and Water is not bad. It's just season 1 all over again. It's just season 1. It's just taking the little things that they solved in season 1 and putting it into season 2, but continuing the same mannerisms, the same execution, the same plot lines, with people that have changed, yet are acting the same. I'm just sitting here like, what are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Why are we watching the same thing? I'm just like, literally, I was sitting here and I was just like, why is this happening? I was bored, but I kept on watching, and I could not understand why. And then I figured out when I was doing my notes, because season 2 is the same exact thing as season 1. Everything was executed the same to me. Everything. Okay. So, just some general opinions. There shouldn't be any spoilers in this section. There's no spice, no seasoning, no bouillon, no roiko in any relationship, interaction, friendly, romantic, or enemy relationship in this season. The acting, decent, great, good for others, bad for some. The acting is fine. I don't think the acting is a problem. It's just that, like, the writing, there was no zest, there was no living, there's no acidity. I couldn't feel what y'all are feeling. I couldn't feel the hate. Like, for example, when KB was, like, eyeing down Wade in a friendly but I'll kill you way, there was no that he was going to fuck up the headmaster's kid. It didn't give that at all. Wade and Pulang finally getting together is not a relief. And this is before she started juggling two guys again. It's not even a spoiler because we just go back to the same exact situation as season 1 by the time the season ends. It's ridiculous. I was not too entertained with the special focus on the parents. I was intrigued by Fikile's mom towards the end. She did give a little acting. Although there's a little part in there that just did not make sense to me. We can talk about it in the comments because I really don't want to spoil the season. But, yeah. A little bit, like half an episode where she just did not make sense. And I'm just going to see if y'all guess what that is because I don't want to spoil it. Yeah, in terms of general opinions, I think that is it. One relief I did have is Pulang's parents finally know about her investigation. Unfortunately, I thought since it was solved, I thought since it was solved, I thought since Pulang was supposed to stop investigating, that I would actually like her as a person, because I didn't mind her before this whole investigation stuff happened. But I thought I would like her after the investigation was over. I was wrong. I was really wrong. I still didn't like her. But I just think it's because I don't think she's a bad person necessarily, like 100% like an evil person. I just think we wouldn't mesh in real life. So I can't really say too much about her in terms of liking her and agreeing with her choices. Yeah. So, will we be back for season 3? Okay. To this date of the filming of this video, Blood and Water has not been renewed for season 3. If there was a season 3, I would watch it. Now let me explain, although this video seems like I've been ragging on these people. The reason is I'll watch it for the sake of the channel and out of curiosity. I'll admit, some knots were tied up. Yeah, some ends were basically... I just want to see some ends tied up, basically. And I'll watch it for you guys. And I want to see some ends tied up. And that's all I'll be there for season 3. So, should you be running, jumping, skipping, and climbing to go watch season 2? I'm undecided, honestly. I am undecided. I think that if you've watched the first season already by the time of making this video, and you're wondering whether to watch a second season, if you can wait that long, if season 3 comes out and you're just you're just like itching to watch it, go back and watch season 2 and then watch season 3. It'll be fun, right? But if season 1 was barely doing it for you, then season 2 will be torture. It would be torture. Would I be surprised if Netflix canceled it? Kinda. Honestly, in terms of like trending, now we all know it's rigged, but in terms of trending, Blood and Water season 2 did not do well. It wasn't an entire flop, and I haven't put my ear to the street yet, but it wasn't on the top 10. It wasn't trending. If it ever was, it wasn't trending as long as a show as popular as it was when the first season came out was. You know, it's based in South Africa with African actors, so of course we're gonna support it. I support it. One of the reasons why I returned to watch season 2, and why I will be returning for season 3. After that, I can't tell you, depending on season 3, it better be exceptional, groundbreaking. That's all I have to say. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I think we're done. So, this video was about Blood and Water season 2 on Netflix. don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn your post notifications on so you don't miss a beat. Check out our other videos on this channel. Follow our Instagram at The Black Girl Variety Show in all lowercase. Goodbye.